How's it going, everybody? Brian Porter here from Keller Williams Realty, Silicon Valley, and I'm here with your July report for Santa Clara County real estate. And if you watched last month, we did talk a bit about the shift we've been seeing in the market. If you missed that, it's still good information. I also talked at the end of that report about what we normally see as far as the real estate market is concerned during recessions. Long story short there, since the 1970s, only about half of the recessions have seen real estate drop in value by the end of the recession. And all of those times, most of those times outside of 2008, the prices actually rebounded very quickly. About half the recessions, a little bit less than half of the recessions, we actually see real estate more expensive by the end of the recession. Now, I know we haven't officially been told we're in a recession yet. It's probably going to happen here pretty quickly. But either way, we are seeing a slowdown in the market, which I do believe we really did need. Now, at the beginning of the shift, we did see things kind of put the brakes on very, very quickly. We saw about a 5% reduction in values month over month between May and June. I think that we're going to see a little bit less of a reduction this month, but I still think that we're probably going to see prices come down another few percent. I think we're probably going to end up being about 8% down at this point. I wouldn't be surprised to see it come down a little bit more. Interest rates have a lot to do with this. Interest rates now are double what they were last summer, and that makes an incredible difference as far as mortgage payments are concerned. Now, we have seen the interest rates kind of curl over a little bit in June, and we're down about 0.25% from where we were just a few weeks ago, which is good news. However, the inflation reports have come back, and inflation is continuing to rise. And so there's a good chance we'll see interest rates continue up throughout this year. After that, I think we'll probably see interest rates probably tame a little bit. Now, with that said, if you're thinking about buying a property, the market has a bit more inventory now. There's less competition. We're seeing far fewer multiple offer situations, so it's a great time to get out there. If you get an interest rate that you're not in love with, there's a chance that you could possibly refinance that at something lower in another year or two. As far as prices are concerned, we could see that start to increase again over the next couple of years. And so you'll hear people say this, but it's absolutely true. You marry the home, but you date the interest rate. And so that's something definitely to consider. You know, it's never the best idea to try to time the bottom of the market. I've had people trying to do that since 2015, and they are definitely priced out at this point. So if you're thinking about buying a house and you're going to hold on to it for 5 years, 10 years, chances are, and history backs this up, prices are going to be way up in that amount of time, and you'll be doing well there. If you're thinking about selling a house in the next, I would say, 1 to 2 years, now is probably the time to do it. If you're thinking about holding it for another 5, again, you're probably going to be in good shape at that point. As I said, though, inventory is rising. We've spent the last couple of years, really, a lot of that time has been below 1 month of inventory, meaning if we were to put no new homes on the market, we would sell out of them in 1 month. We're at about 1.7 right now, and that's actually going to be an increase of 143% since March. And so we are seeing more options out there. If you're selling, there is more competition out there, and with that, you need to make sure that your pricing strategies are going to reflect that. Now, if you look at the numbers that we got back for June, it was taking about 9 days to sell a home. But I do see that creeping up. And if you look at the homes that have been on the market, or the homes, that have actually gone pending or sold in the last 3 weeks, the median days on market for those homes, those most recent sales, was actually 18 days. And so I think that when we get the numbers back for July, which we'll get back in August, I think we're going to see the days on market continue up. And that's one of the first things that we look at when we're starting to really see a slowdown. So you want to make sure that you're pricing correctly. You don't always want to price super, super low and sell over at this point, because we're seeing the list to sale ratio, meaning what does it sell for versus what is the listing price. We've been seeing 115% or higher, over the last few months. And now we're seeing that drop significantly, and homes are sitting on the market longer. So you want to make sure you look at what the homes are doing in your neighborhood. How is the current activity? And then price for that. If you're in an area where you need to be listing at about what it's market's worth, you need to know that. So just make sure you're working with somebody that knows how to read the market and understands what to look for and understands how to price and market homes in this market. If you're looking to purchase a home, make sure you're working with an agent that has a finger on the pulse and knows what's going on, because you certainly don't want to overpay. You don't want to go in guns blazing if you're the only offer on the table, but if you are in a multiple offer situation, you need somebody that can communicate that as well. So if you have any questions about buying or selling, I would love to help. You can get me anytime. My phone number is 408-813-6865, and I'll look forward to talking to you again next month. Take care. Bye.